Our production line is really not easy to make.
9981弹。
The final effect was quite good, you see. 2 pieces and 4 pieces, 6 pieces. The first section here, it is the core part of completing the entire microswitch. There are 4 parts here. If manual assembly is required, most people, I don't think you can pretend, because he didn't fall one by one. But after placing it here, this one needs to drill through. There is a seam here. Insert it here, hook it up, and finally, people are really difficult to do. I can't make one in half a day. I finally got it in. First machine, just assemble these 5 parts into this part. This is our core technology. I have applied for another invention patent here, and then the second section begins. It's installing 2 switches. Customers will choose to change the 3 corners here. Some series require this corner. Some places choose that corner for the series. Most of our customers will choose, replace the disk adjustment. And this is our VIP customer, our local tycoon clients. He chose to have nothing to do and put each one in a group here. If I were to make this model, I would open it this way. If you make this model, turn it on and off. This is for installing buttons. After installing the button, here are the corners for all the installed parts. Press it in place. Press it in place. Press all in place. 1 process compaction. This is a visual inspection. Tautero visually take a look at the project above. Window selection F2, switch layout op/set, enter the settings screen. Layout no.08 strob. Visually, take a look at the item trig, check the opening and opening of the control panel op/set, enter the setting interface. 10.00 run Hoare Allen 2 Tactmero 00234567 trig, check start op/set, enter settings screen F1, window selection F2. Switch layout. Layout no.08 run Tactera ha.aleng 07234567 trig, check start op/set, enter settings screen. Municipal road no.08 run Tactmera A115N2 trig edung open op SL1, enter the setting of Guotong. Trig 1 direct open op/t, enter the setting screen F1 window for washing and arranging 12 Kibo layouts. Trig, insert straight start op/SLT, enter the setting room, Phi window, wash and exhaust F2. Cut floor layout Aniswajo. F1 of Leh Municipal Bureau, if there are any defective products in Baku chosen meal. If the second selection strip on the F side is defective. If the use enters the Sengo UF1 window and selects defective products. Trig, start loose inspection op/set, enter the setting screen F1 window to select disassembly if there are defective products. 567 trig, start of inspection F1, window selection if defective product op/set, enter the setting screen. 4. Trig inspection starts. If the defective product op/set enters the setting screen, select in the F window. Run Tactera Hoare.align 2002 if a defective product trig, check start op/set, enter settings screen F1, window selection F2, switch layout. H3302 Freedstrobrend layout no.08 run Tactera Hoare. Alien 2002345667 trig, check start op/set, enter settings screen. CCUB layout number 08 ha alien. Just grab it from here trig, check start op/set, enter the settings screen. And here we see this self-colored thing. It's our core, a cam mechanism, and this part is a vacuum cleaning process. This switch is actually quite expensive. He is more afraid of dust. If there is a very small amount of dust inside the contacts, may have poor contact. Environmental requirements for switches. It's quite tall. Don't underestimate this. It's just a simple inhalation. Outside suction and middle blowing. After inhaling it, it needs to be in that one. Integrate. You can't. All the dust sucked in is discharged into the air again. That's definitely not possible. We need to collect it. There is a filtering device inside this. In this section, upper cover. 608, 486. After installing the cover, perform a well killing on the cover. After pressing it down, he still has a rivet on this switch. A typical cheap switch is just a plastic buckle. But this high-end customer, VIP customer, a customer who sells for 2 yuan. He chose to use an aluminium rivet. This process involves inserting rivets, and then to this process, it's about flipping the rivets, flanging and fastening. Look at this place, connected with a probe. So here, the switch has been subjected to an on/off test. Is this switch with good on/off performance? Go to the next step to complete laser compliance. Mark Lian pin with his ID card. Engrave the words he needs. And then the last step is to pull it out. Slide down from this slot, X000005A, and then it falls here, which is a finished product. By this point, the entire machine will be completed. I hope this machine will go smoothly after being handed over to the customer.
好了。